You WO 88.7.9 greeting WDO 80M is WDO 98 and 107.9 FM. Dr. Verdi, welcome to Life with have Dr. Word as D98 welcome to the night service account services Dr. SHERYL Armstrong 7 Dr. Board. How are you today?
I really can't hear you because you're breaking up so badly.
I'm sorry about that. I will you over the next 30 minutes. You want about and
I can't understand the word you're saying.
oh, hi, border leak. Hear me now?
I can't understand you.
Oh, um, I will call in. Um,
Okay. What we're going to do today is talk about love. This is the month of the suicide, National Suicide Month. So we have to be sure that we love ourselves better than we love anybody else. We have to know ourselves. We have to know who we are, what we are about. We have to care about ourselves and others. We have to admit to who we are so we know our own personality. We know our own uniqueness, and we can accept others the way we want them to accept us. We have to respect ourselves. We have to respect others, and we have to cherish our uniqueness. Um, Respecting ourselves makes us want to know what we do and what we love about ourselves. We're learning ourselves. We're learning self-discipline. We're learning self-control. We're learning self-love. So you have to take time for to know yourself. And if we don't know ourselves, then we cannot properly learn how to love others. We have to sometimes give to receive, and we have to know how to give, and we have to know how to receive. And sometimes it calls for going out of our way to do things. But if you do things, and sometimes they might be, but opportunities to get to know ourselves and get to know others, and what we will do, what we will accept, and what we won't accept. Because we're giving, and we're getting to know ourselves, and we're receiving. If we give love, there's a lot of ways of giving love. You give money, you can give things, you can give your time, you can give rides to the grocery store. You can do a lot of things to show that you love others. And the Bible says, love yourself as you love your neighbor. So we have to realize, what are we doing? How are we showing love to our mother? How are we showing love to our siblings, our brothers and sisters? How are we showing that we love you? Do we want to become known as a giving person? Because if that's the case, then we give love and we receive love. And we're sharing and we're opening up ourselves to know and show what we can do and will do. And sometimes, yes, it does take, sometimes it is a risk to know people, but we're all human. So we all make mistakes. But if you still love me, then I know I will still love you, because I won't be judging what you do or how you do it. And that's what the Lord wants us to do. The Lord wants us to understand ourselves, wants us to understand the differences in all human. We're all human. Like I said, we're all human. And as I said before, DNA does not make a family. No kind of way. We will know accessories. We will know who is who, but we have to take the ugliness out of our hearts to show love to one another. And then when we do that, we come back to the caring thing again. Because if we have a family parade of everyone in our family, then we can accept them and they can accept us. And we just shouldn't judge other people that we say we don't like. Because a lot of times we don't even know why we don't like them. We just don't like them because they're wearing purple today, and I don't like purple color in the first place. But that's not for us to judge. And you saying that you kill my dog, I'll kill your cat. No. Why you don't like my dog? If you don't like my dog, then you don't like me because I own the dog. But sometimes people say, well, I don't like your dog because your dog bit my kid. Well, maybe the dog was in the wrong place, and your child may have been playing with the dog and didn't realize that the dog could bite. We have to love. LOVE. It's only 4 letters. But being this is National Suicide Month, we have to show our children that we love them, we respect them, and want them to be bigger and better adults. And if we guide them and teach them the right way, the way we want them to go, well, then they usually follow in our footsteps. Yes, the children and adults do make mistakes. Yes, we do. And sometimes the consequences of our mistakes can be very damaging. But that doesn't mean I can take you back to Walmart and exchange you for a new daughter. It doesn't mean I can take you back and exchange you for a new mama. We cannot exchange what the Lord has given us. Only we can make it better. He gives us life, but it's up to us to make choices. Whether our choices are good or bad, then we have to be willing to accept the good and the bad. We also, in our learning, we give. We receive. Receiving is equal to giving. I might send you a dozen red roses, but we give from the heart. So if you give me 2 dozen red roses back, that doesn't mean you like me anymore more than I like you. We are agreeing that we love each other, and that's what we do, and that's how we do it. That's my sermon for today. Not really a sermon, but it's thoughts that we have to really think about, and we have to accept who we are. And if we don't like ourselves, then we can change. We get out of a bad environment and try to get into a good environment so we can be happy ourselves and love ourselves unconditionally. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Board, for that lovely sermon on love and unity. You have really caught on to the unity and love. And what made you think about this segment concerning love and unity?
Well, so many times we overlook what we're supposed to be thinking about. We do stupid stuff sometimes, and then we wonder, why do we do that? But if we, and with my life, I really had to stop and think, hey, have I had a good life? Have I had a bad life? Why am I being blessed every day of my life? That I appreciate life. Well, I've showed love, and my adopted parents loved me enough and knew that I could have a better life if they gave me up for adoption. Because, it's not the matter of money so much, but it's layers, not levels, layers of love that everybody can show and give, and it doesn't cost anything.
I love that because love doesn't cost anything. And when I think about Jesus and the love of Jesus and the agape love and how this world need more love, even in counseling, a lot of people would need counseling because they may not love their life, they may not love their family, they may not love who they are, and doing the work from within in a spiritual aspect. That's why I believe in Dr. SHERYL Armstrong counseling services. And if you need counseling services, anyone that could be listening, if you feel like you have a lot of hate, anger, bitterness, a lot of unforgiveness in you, contact a counselor because love and unity comes through counsel. And we know that Jesus is a counselor. And Dr. Board, you are a true representation on what humanity is and what your identity is in God, which is love. And we can overcome so many barriers. And if anyone needs counseling, that number is 478. Well, you can contact Dr. SHERYL Armstrong at 478-714-5986. And Dr. Board, you have discussed unity, and how would you define unity?
Unity is still another four-letter word. So everybody might read the definition differently, but in my world, unity means that we are going down the same path together. You're not going one way and I'm not going another way. We're going down this path of life the same way same time and together. Because when we
Wow.
get married, we're we say we become one unit. Uh, to that does us part. Now, a lot of times that doesn't really last, but that's okay. We, as long as we're in any situation together, have unity.
Of you, if you are having any marital issues or any family issues pertaining to unity and unifying your family, Dr. Cheryl Armstrong specializes in marriage counseling. Her number is 478-714-5986. And Dr. Bard, and when you describe unity, and unity comes with love, um, what is what is your process on if someone could be going through family drama, or if you feeling like you are not unified within marriage? How can someone become repaired in love and unity? Well, I would say bringing unity and love within a marriage and a friendship. How would someone? What should that person do to go about bringing love and unity in their homes?
I would suggest the first thing is to have a counselor, marriage counselor. And then if you can't do that, then find a chaplain at any church. They should be able to understand
Definitely.
the issues that you might be having. It might be about the kids, it might be about money, it might be work. But mental health is very important. And if you can find a counselor for you, your husband, or both of you go, it doesn't matter. Talk it out and to have better understandings of what your goals are, what you should be doing, and what you want to do in life to be happy. That's my suggestion.
And I love that. And when I think about the Bible, and and when it says that God loved His only begotten Son, that He sacrificed, and that we can see love within the Bible with Jesus healing the sick, um, and pretty much providing for the multitude. Um, how would you define Jesus as love?
Well, uh, I mean, there's only one explanation that I can think of. Jesus died on the cross to show his love for mankind. And if they crucify anybody, if anybody's crucified for for showing love, well then we have to ask him if he will, because that's his.
You've been listening to Dr. Cheryl Armstrong, the New Life Show. That's here every Thursday, same time, same place. WDDO 980, 107.9 FM.